Hi guys. Hi Sandy. Hi Rosie. Hi April. Hi Linda.
Fred, Wilma, Barney.
I was going to say I don't know who Sherm's trying to say hi to, but he just said it. So. And I don't know what that was. Or that.
This was a sick goat.
It was a sick goat.
On Pall Malls.
What?
On Pall Malls.
What's a Pall Malls?
Cigarette.
Well, he shouldn't be smoking. The goat shouldn't be smoking.
Well, he was supposed to smoke some camels, but
Why would a goat smoke a camel?
he couldn't find it. I don't know. He
How
couldn't,
could a goat smoke a camel? The camel's bigger than the goat.
but he couldn't find a big enough fire, so he couldn't do it.
Why would the goat put a camel in a fire?
The smoking.
That's evil.
The eating.
I'm confused. You need help.
Yeah. I do. Will you help me?
I'll send you to somebody.
Will you help me do the dishes?
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
I'll give you a quarter.
No.
I'll give you a quarter.
No.
You know help. Alright, let's start reading.
We are finishing up the book of 2 Timothy today. High five. Another book of the Bible we are finishing up today. High five, Sherm. You little brat. That was not a high five. You little brat. Give me a high five. Look at me. Give me a high five. Somebody's going to give me a high five. 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 Sandy, give me a high five.
High five!
Rosie, give me a high paw. Somebody's high watching this. I know somebody's going to be high watching this video. Somebody's watching this video and is high. I know they are. Joking. Somebody give me a high five. Sandy, give me a high five. Rosie, give me a high paw. Sherm, give me a high five. I'm not doing a video until somebody gives me a high five. That's right, high five. Sherm sticks up his hat and goes, eh? That's not a high five. That's right, I get a high five. Thank you.
Yeah.
He could play these games all day long. I have to get started.
Let's go. I've been waiting for an hour on
Don't you give me that tone. Don't you give me that tone. Computer's restarting on me.
Good.
I got a job. I'm a professional sleeper.
You're on camera.
Oh. Excuse me. I forgot that's Sherm's job. Oh, I thought you was going to throw that at me.
You can get my hat.
Can I wear your hat?
Meow.
Let's begin. Sherm's took up enough time. 2 Timothy chapter 4 we're finishing up today. We'll be reading in the New International Version. Shut up. Are you following along today, Sherm? Okay, turn on your light so you can see. Your little pink, turn your little pink breast cancer light on so you can see.
I can see.
Alright. Let's get started then. Don't laugh, make me laugh so I can get through it. Shut up so I can get through it. Don't make me laugh. Sure? Don't make me laugh. I gotta be serious now. Gotta get my straight face on.
You ain't got a straight face.
Rosie, quit laughing at me. Get your dog paw back down. The
High five's over
The high
now.
five's over. Put your paw back down. Quit laughing at me, Rosie. We gotta be serious now. Laughing at Uncle Sherm. In the presence of God and of Christ Jesus, who will judge the living and the dead, and in view of his appearing and his kingdom, I give you this charge. Preach the word he prepared in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. For the time will come when people will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you keep your head in all situations, endure your hardship, do the work of an evangelist, discharge all the duties of your ministry. For I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. Do your best to come to me quickly, for Demas, because he loved this world, has deserted me and has gone to Thessalonica. Creations has gone to Galatia, and Titus to Dalmatia. Only Luke is with me. Get Mark and bring him with you, because he is helpful to me in my ministry. I sent Titius to Ephesus. When you come, bring the cloak that I left with Carpus at Troas, and my scrolls, especially the parchments. Alexander, the metalworker, did me a great deal of harm. The Lord will repay him for what he has done. You too should be on your guard against him, because he strongly opposed our message. At my first defense, no one came to my support, but everyone deserted me. May it not be held against them. But the Lord stood at my side and gave me strength so that through me the message might fully be proclaimed and all the Gentiles might hear it. And I was delivered from the lion's mouth. The Lord will rescue me from every evil attack and will bring me safely to his heavenly kingdom. To him be glory forever and ever. Amen. Greet Priscilla and Aquila and the household of Onesiphorus. Your best to get here. Aristus stayed in Corinth, and I left Trophimus sick in Miletus. Do your best to get here before winter. Elobulus greets you, and so do Pudens, Lioness, Claudia, and all the brothers and sisters. The Lord be with your spirit. Grace be with you all. And that was 2 Timothy chapter 4. That was the end of 2 Timothy. Was it worded right in the book this time?
Nope. What?
Okay, looks like we got 2 Psalms today, guys. We got Psalms 95 and 96. So let's get started here with Psalm 95. It's got 11 verses. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. Today, if only you would hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as you did at Meribah, as you did that day at Massah in the wilderness, where your ancestors tested me. They tried me, though they had seen what I did. For 40 years I was angry with that generation. I said, they are a people whose hearts go astray, and they have not known my ways. So I declared an oath in my anger. They shall never enter my rest. Psalm 96. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise his name. Proclaim his salvation day after day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous deeds among all peoples. For great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are his sanctuary. Ascribe to the Lord, all you families of nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. He will judge the peoples with equity. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Let all the trees of the forest sing for joy. Let all creation rejoice before the Lord, for he comes. He comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness and the peoples in his faithfulness. And that was Psalm 96. And our Proverbs today is Proverbs chapter 26, verses 9 through 12. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like an archer who wounds at random is one who hires a fool or a passerby. As a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat their folly. So you see a person wise in their own eyes. There is more hope for a fool than for them. And that was Proverbs chapter 26, verses 9 through 12. Did that match up with the Bible book? The Psalms and the Proverbs?
Some of it.
Okay guys, that was our Bible reading for today. Tomorrow we'll be starting in a new book of the Bible. We finished up a new book, 2 Timothy today, high five of course. And tomorrow we'll be starting in a new book. In case you didn't hear Sherm spill the beans the other day, guess what the new book of the Bible is going to be? What comes after 2 Timothy? The book of Titus will be starting in tomorrow. And we are going over to Brother Sherm now with your homework. So let's get started with our homework. Our homework question for last night was,
I don't remember.
are you kidding me? You're joking.
It's either one or two of these.
Tell me the question and I'll remember it.
Whose face turned red with weeping?
That's it.
Let it.
And I know the answer. I already know the answer. You guys know this answer. This was an easy one, right? You want me to give the answer? The question for last night was, whose face turned red with weeping? And the answer to that question is Job. Am I right? Job. The devil really tested Job, and Job did not give in. He tested him good and hard. So if you want to look at, if you think God's really testing you in your time of trouble, I want you to go read the book of Job. It's a long book, but I want you just to go read a few things, just to go read a few passages of what Job had to go through and why God let him go through it. Why did God let him go through it? Why did God let him go through it? You may ask. If God loved Job, why did he make him go through that? Well, the devil came to God and said, well, he only loves you. God told the devil, well, see, the devil said, you don't got no good people that really love you. And God said, well, look at this man, referring to Job. Look how he loves me and is faithful to me. And the devil said, well, he's only faithful to you because he's got all this good stuff. Because you give him this, you gave him a good family, and you gave him all these riches and all this land and everything. He's got a good life. If you took this away from him and that away from him, and, he wouldn't be good to you no more. He wouldn't love you anymore. And God said, okay, fine, I give you permission to test him, but don't you kill him. So the devil got to test him more and more, but he was not allowed to kill Job. And Job, he really went through it more and more and more. But he did not turn his back on God. And in the end, God gave him more than what he had in the beginning. You say, I'm sorry. I could talk all day about the book of Job, but our homework for tonight is,
what color was the first of the 4 horses in Revelation?
and of course you can find that in the book of Revelations. What color was the first of the 4 horses? And you can find that in the book of Revelations, the last book of the Bible. Alright guys, let's get out our prayer books. You ever had somebody just be really, really downright rude to you? When you're just like really, really nice to them? Makes me so mad. You're like super, super nice to them. And it's somebody in your family that you like raised. And you're like a mom to them all their life. And you'd do anything for them and you're super, super kind to them. And they treat you like dirt. The things they say to you anymore is just like downright hateful. Makes me so mad. And the excuse that some people give is, oh, don't worry about it. It's just because they're a teenager. No. That's what my mom always says. Don't worry about it. It's because, oh, don't worry about it. She's just a teenager. My mom drives me crazy every time she says that. She's just a teenager. She just says that just to let her get away with her treating me that way. No, it's disrespectful. She's letting her to be disrespectful. She knows who she can get away with treating that way and who she can't. She knows better than to treat me the way she's treating me. She knows who she can talk to that way and who she can't. She's talking to me that way because she knows she can get away with it. And she shouldn't be talking to me that way. She's just doing it because she knows she can get away with talking to me that way. Because I won't do nothing about it. Because I'm an easy target. But who do they come to when they don't got nobody else? Me. I'm always the last option. Yeah. Anyways. This makes me upset. Makes me so mad, sad, and everything at the same time. And just everybody takes up for her and makes me so mad. Anyway, but let's just keep the following people in prayer today, guys. Let's keep Sandy in prayer. I think she goes back to work today. So let's keep Sandy in prayer. Pray that she has a good night at work, guys. She's having a rough time at work. So, we want to pray that she has a good time at work. Some stuff's going on there. So we want to pray everything goes smoothly there. Let's pray for April and Linda Thacker, Eric, Macy, Kenny Wellman, Tater, Bridget and family, Sherman Crabtree, Cindy Welsh, Rhonda Karshner, Christopher Serback. I feel like something's going on there. Christopher Serback. I know he's going through a lot right now, and you know he's got problems with his health, but I feel like something's going on there with him. So please say some extra prayers for him. Abby and Jimmy Myers. Abby's going to be put to sleep to have 5 teeth pulled out. She had her dentist appointment today. Her wisdom teeth are growing in crooked, or I don't know, they're growing in wrong. So they gotta like lift her jawbone up or something and cut them out. And then she's gotta have another one removed, so they gotta put her to sleep and take them out. So prayers for Abby and Jimmy Myers, please. You know Jimmy's still having trouble with his knee. He's gonna have to have surgery on it when he's in his 20s, when his bones are done growing. He's got a knee brace on it until then, because it keeps going out on him. It's still out right now. Shannon and her son Giovanni. Donald and Kathy Keller, Roy and Lori Mollett, Debbie Lee, Tammy Ashworth, Jayla, who's trying to get water to villages in Africa, Zach, Ramona Henry, Dora Carper, Mindy Gallimore, Melody Ramey, Sarah Gillum, and Patty Haynes. Shannon and her son Giovanni. Giovanni's a little boy with a really rare illness, and he's just a little boy, and we want to pray for God's healing touch for him. We want to pray that he gets God's healing touch, that he gets a miracle to cure his illness, and pray for God's comfort for his mom, Shannon. Sorry, the neighbor kid was screaming bloody murder over there. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Sorry about that. And for Patty Haynes, to pray for, she'll want to get a closer relationship with Sherm, Sherm's mom. Because Sherm really wants to be closer to her, but she don't want to be closer to him, and it really hurts him because he never even hears from her unless he calls, and then she don't want to talk to him, and it really hurts him. He really wants a relationship with her, so please pray for that. And that's everything, guys. We'll say a prayer before we're done here. Brother Jesus and Father, Please watch over everyone on our prayer list. Please let Sandy have a good night at work. Please let her residents fit in good tonight. Please let the new resident that she has work in good to the unit that she's working in. Please let him get settled in good, and let him fit in good with Sandy. Let him and Sandy get along good, and let the resident that had to leave Sandy in the unit that liked Sandy really well, please let him get along good in the other unit that they had to move him to, and please let him get along good there. Please don't let him be upset that they had to move him. Please be with him, Father, and please be with Sandy while she's at work, and be with her the whole time, and let her know that you're there with her, and that you love her, Father. Please be with Sherm's mom, and be with Sherm, and please bless their relationship and bring them closer together. Please be with Giovanni and his mom, and please touch Giovanni and heal his little body, and bring comfort to his mom, Shannon. Please be with Sandy's family and Sandy's son and his friends' family, because they lost, Sandy's son's friends lost their moms. Their friends lost a mom. One of their friends lost a mom. So please watch over them, Father. They lost a loved one. Please watch over April and Linda Thacker, Father. They both have a lot of health problems. They go through a lot. Please watch over Abby and Jimmy. Abby's never had teeth pulled before. It's going to be a lot, her going through getting all those teeth pulled like that. She's ain't going to know what to do. That's going to be an awful surgery for her, getting all that done. Please be with her. I don't know when they're even doing it. Nobody told me anything. But please be with her for that, and please be with Jimmy always and take care of him. You know he always has such a rough time. Please be with him and help his knee. Please don't let it go out on him too much more. I pray that it don't go out on him anymore. Please let his mom take him to the doctors like she's supposed to. Please be with everybody else on our prayer list, Father. Please be with Sherman, help him with his health and everything, Father. Please help him to get a car, and help him with his health and everything. We love you, Brother Jesus and Father. I love you, Brother Jesus and Father, with all my heart and soul. Amen. Amen. Okay, guys, that was everything for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless.